Hey everyone, Joe here. I'm just going to explain my composting method. There are many out there. I've found that this is the one that I've been using that's the most successful for me. But basically, you're going to want some kind of a composting bin like that over there, or you can actually just keep it on the ground and just cover it with a tarp, just so long as you can keep it, let it heat up and let it cook. The cheaper way is just to keep it on the ground. But you're going to want 2/3 of your mixture to be brown materials like dirt or mulch, and 1/3 of it green materials like leaves and stuff like that. And the rest of it that you want in there is going to be your vegetable peels, fruit peels, that kind of stuff, so that you can compost it. And this is really where a lot of your nutrients are going to come into your soil. Once these break down, they really help a great deal. Another thing that I do is I chop everything up with the lawnmower first, because the smaller the pieces, the quicker they break down, the easier it is to make your compost. And doing it this way, you can actually start using your compost in 3 weeks to a month. I mean, it's really quick. I mean, you can use anything as long as it's organic. I've got lemons in here, lemon rinds. You can see there's romaine lettuce, there's pineapple, and then this here is leftover mats from microgreens, and I'll link to that in another video on how to set up your own microgreen business, or how to just grow your own microgreens for yourself. But once those are done, you can't do really anything with these, so I just put these in the mix too, because there's a lot of great nutrients in these as well. Okay, now that that's all chopped up, I rake it all up. So that I can add it to the compost. And here I just have an ordinary blue tarp. You can use really anything as long as it'll keep the moisture out, keep the heat in. And all I've done is put little brick pavers around the edges just to keep it secured. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get this nice and wet so that the water has a chance to seep in everywhere. Water really helps heat it up, really helps the chemical process for breaking it down. You get it nice and wet, you cover it with the tarp, you let it sit 2 days, you pull the tarp back, mix it around, give it a good mix all the way through, soak it again, and then you're just going to keep that cycle every couple days, every 3 days, until in a month or 3 weeks, depending on how hot your area gets, you get golden brown, nice, rich compost so that you can use it in your garden. A pile like this is pretty small, and this will, when it breaks down, get a lot smaller. So what I'll do is I'll keep adding to this pile until it's like 4 times as big, and then I'll start composting it. So, I mean, I'll cover it up, but I'll just keep adding it until I feel that it's a really nice sized pile. And then I won't add any more to it. I'll just keep watering it, keep tilling it, and mixing it around until it's good and ready. And you'll when you pull it up, you'll see it's warm. You'll see steam coming off it sometimes. That's good. That means it's cooking. It's doing its job. Once I get this nice and composted, we'll come back and take a look at it, and I'll show you what I mean at that point. So here we have some compost that has been cooking for about 4 weeks. And as you can see, it's really nice and rich. It's dark. You can either take this now and put it directly into your around your plants and use that in addition to whatever soil you have around them to help provide nutrients, or you can get some kind of a sifter like this. This is actually part of a worm farm vermiculture thing, and I'm just using it for this. But I mean, you don't have to get something like that. You can just get a 50-cent spaghetti strainer or something like that at the store, and just go ahead and just rake it across the holes. And get really, really fine compost. And this is for like your seedling plants, if you're starting from seeds, or really, really young plants that really need to be able to dig through roots and not have a lot of obstructions in the way. So either way you can do it. This is for plants that are more established, and if you need to, you can filter it for younger plants. But this is better than anything you could buy in the store, in my opinion, because you know what went into this. You're recycling, you're helping the environment, and you know exactly what you're getting out when this grows, and the nutrients from this goes into your new plants that you're growing. So anyway, that's composting and my method of composting. And this is Joe, just saying keep on growing. See you next time.